just hearing the name of Father Yah and the name of his son, they tremble. And don't be smart to me that says you know this Bible. Because if you know this Bible, I'm sure the devil knows it too. And yet they tremble. Because the devil knows what Father Yah can do. And we know that too, isn't it? And why are we that so callous already that we know so much that we can go around with it? Choose you this day. That's what Father Yah told to Moshe. Life and good, or death and evil. We want the good. We want the life. But we don't want the price of doing it. The price of having it. Did you know that we work to those who earn high school graduates? You know you work your butt from your first year to your fourth year just to earn that diploma. And to those who went to college, we know that you put a lot of effort from the first day of your first year college until you got that diploma. And the life everlasting that Father Yah is promising to us is worth more than refined gold. More than anything in this world. Do we believe that we're going to have that life everlasting? Do we believe that we are going to reign in His kingdom? If you say yes, then what are we doing? Pastor Blackwell's always say, lose how to use your hand and tell me. You will remember the day that you can use it. Lose your eyesight and you will cry that Father Yah will bring you your eyesight. Lose something that you think is important in your life and you cry to Father Yah to bring it back to you. We only given one chance in this world. There is no second chance. Once we're done, that's it. We only pass this world once. That's why Solomon in his wisdom said, remember, young man, judgment is coming. And all the things that we do and say in this world is written. We need to set our life straight before it's too late. In Isaiah 51 verse 2, Isaiah 51 verse 2, Isaiah 51 verse 2, he said, look to Abraham, your father. Now, who is Abraham to us? The father of our faith, isn't it? Abraham teaches us to be faithful to Father Yah. And for that reason, he was the only one that the Bible says the friend of Father Yah. Nobody lives in this world that was called friend except Abraham. That's why Father Yah told Isaiah the word that says, look to Abraham your father and to Sarah who bore you. For he was alone when I called him and I blessed him and increased him. Now look at what he said. When I called him. Did you know what happened when Father Yah called Abraham? Did Abraham answer? Let's go back. Genesis chapter 22 verse 1. Let's find out and read in our own eyes what Abraham did when Father Yah called him. Genesis 22 verse 1. Here's Abraham said when Father Yah called him. Genesis 22 verse 1, he said, "And it came to be after these events that Father Yah or Elohim cried Abraham and said to Abraham, Abraham." Did he call Abraham? Did he call by his name? And what Abraham said? Abraham said, "Here I am." I believe when Abraham said, "Here I am," meaning I am ready to whatever you want me to be. Because when you say the word "here I am," you say it with humbleness. You say it with obedience. You say it with the reverence of the one calling you. Because you know who is the one calling you in the first place. That is the CEO. The one you work for and the one whom you breathe still in you. The reason why we are, or you are still in this world is calling you. And Abraham said, "Here I am." And since Abraham is a good father, Abraham teaches his children. He teaches Isaac. He teaches Jacob. Isaac teaches Jacob. Because we are going to read the same verse in text in Genesis 46 chapter 2. When Father Yah called Israel or Jacob. Genesis 46 verse 2. Look at what he said. Genesis 46 verse 2. "And Elohim spake to Israel in the vision of the night, and said, Jacob, Jacob, Israel, Israel." And you know what Israel said? "Here I am." The same text was answered by Moshe in Exodus chapter 3 verse 4. When Father Yah called him, Moses said, "Here I am." How about us? When we hear Father Yah's calling, are we like Abraham? Are we like Israel? Are we like Moses? Or we will be like Adam. When Father Yah called Adam, you know what happened to Adam? Did you know what happened to Adam when Father Yah called him? Adam hid. Why? Because he knows he transgressed. He was ashamed. Are we going to feel the same way, or are we going to be like Abraham and say, "Here I am"? Can Father Yah trust us and say, "Satan, did you see my servant Ben? Did you see my servant running around my servant Audrey?" Can we say, can Father Yah say that to us? Can we say, "Here I am," when Father Yah calling us? With humility and humbleness and ready to do whatever Father Yah asks us to do. Because if we do like Abraham, like Israel, like Moses, and all of those disciples and servants, you know what Father Yah said in Isaiah 58 verse 9? This is what Father Yah said. Isaiah 58 verse 9. Isaiah 58 verse 9. if we will be like Abraham and the rest, who answered Father Yah, when he calls, this is what Father Yah told us. Isaiah 58 verse 9. He said, then when you call, Father Yahweh with what? Answer. And what he's going to answer? When you cry, he would say, here I am.
Hallelujah.
Now imagine the creator of the heavens and the earth. You have his ears. Did you remember what Father Yah told Solomon when Solomon prayed? In 1 Kings chapter 3 verse 5. First Kings chapter 3 verse 5. Here's what it says. To prove to you what Father Yah can do if we are just going to be an obedient son. First Kings chapter 3 verse 5. In Gibeon, Father Yahweh appeared to Solomon in a dream by night. And Father Yah said, what did Father Yah say to Solomon? Ask what I shall give thee. Wow. The sky is the limit. Ask what I shall give thee. When Father Yah told us or talked to us and say, here I am, plead your case, whatever it is, because Father Yah said, I will give you the desires of your heart. Did he not say that? Yes, but you forgot the first word before that. What is the word before that? No. Delight yourself. You see, we want the last part, but we don't want the first part. Delight yourself unto Father Yah, and He will give us the desires of our heart. We want the end, but we don't want the beginning. But, you know, it is a package deal, isn't it? Take it or leave it. That's why be careful what you ask for, isn't it, Uncle B? When Mama Eloise get Uncle B, that's it. He cannot take away those things that she wants and get rid of what she don't want. She got Uncle B, package deal, same thing. When you have the faith, it's not a walk in the park. Because it is written in Hebrews chapter 12, those children that I will ask to be my children, you will suffer some. I will chastise you some. Yes, indeed. I will refine you like gold and take out all the impurities that you have. And until then, we are going to suffer for a while. But Saul said, if we suffer because of our fault, it's just failure. But if we suffer because of our good deeds, through our faith of our Rabbi Yeshua HaMashiach, that's something. That's why Father Yah said, when you call, I will answer. If you take away the yoke from your midst, the pointing of the finger and the speaking of unrighteousness.